I'm Sam. I sit on the board of Langham Partnership Australia, and I'm about to read from day 18 from an undisclosed author. Like his father Asa, Jehoshaphat was a king of Judah who did what was right in the eyes of the Lord. Yet, like his father, and like all in Jesus' lineage, his belonging to God and intention to walk in his ways was not done with perfection. Life is often muddy and dirty, as Jehoshaphat's life demonstrates. Upon receiving an invitation from Ahab, the king of the northern kingdom of Israel, Jehoshaphat allied with him to attack Ramoth Gilead. Helping a wicked ruler is unpleasing to God, but Jehoshaphat failed to recognize this. Still, because his heart was set on seeking God, God repeatedly delivered him from dangers. With his heart, he asked Ahab to first seek the counsel of the Lord. After Ahab gathered 400 men who prophesied success, Jehoshaphat could have left it there. Instead, he insisted on hearing from a prophet of the Lord. One faithful prophet outweighs 400 false ones. He truly wanted to seek God's will. Eventually, the true prophet Micaiah was summoned. Through Micaiah, God revealed that if they chose to go against Ramoth Gilead, Ahab would die in battle. Ahab believed it and so disguised himself. This left Jehoshaphat, still dressed as king, exposed to grave danger. Yet on the battlefield, he was miraculously spared by the Lord's intervention, while Ahab was struck down by a random arrow. Upon his return to Jerusalem, Jehoshaphat was rebuked by Jehu, the seer, for helping the wicked and loving those who hate the Lord. Jehu's rebuke reflects a consistent biblical message. Choosing to be the world's friend makes oneself God's enemy. But Jehoshaphat didn't stubbornly defend himself, grow discouraged, or get angry with God. Instead, he established a reign that drew the people back to the Lord, appointing judges and instructing them to uphold justice not for themselves or for man, but for the Lord and in fear of the Lord. God's law must be enforced. The fear of the Lord must govern those in power. Only then is justice neither displayed nor denied. Jehoshaphat's kingdom became a fitting reflection of his name, the Lord judges. After some time, Judah was attacked by the Moabites and the Ammonites. This time, Jehoshaphat didn't seek Israel's help, but turned to God for guidance, calling his people to seek the Lord with him. God answered his prayer, sending his servant to assure them that the battle was not theirs but God's. Confident in the Lord, Jehoshaphat sent a choir to go ahead of the army. As praise rose, God delivered. Jehoshaphat, the valley of Berakah, once a gathering place for enemies, became a place of rescue and abundant plunder. Fear gave way to joy and blessing, and the surrounding kingdoms were filled with awe toward God. Sadly, even after his great victory, Jehoshaphat again faltered, allying with Ahaziah, Ahab's son, for a misguided maritime venture which a prophet condemned and the Lord thwarted. A life walking before God is never easy. In Hong Kong, Christians struggle to discern God's work and to know what faithfulness looks like day to day in a society full of ever-changing economic and political realities. However, we find hope through Jehoshaphat's journey. He faltered, got back on the right track, experienced God deeply, led others to fear God, and then faltered again. Through it all, the Lord saw him through, sometimes protecting, sometimes delivering, and sometimes thwarting bad plans. A struggling faith is a genuine faith. The God who acted in the past is still at work among his people. At the first advent of Jehoshaphat's greater son, Jesus, gives us all the more reason to pursue hearts devoted to the ways of the Lord until he comes again.